You might have noticed or missed this teaching about Jesus, about a divided household, occurs in his house. Perhaps don't think of Jesus having a house, but it says he goes to his house. This teaching about a divided household occurs in his house and while his family, his house, seek him. The term house has a wide range of meanings in the scriptures, beyond just a building, a dwelling. The household or family is so central to the lives of the people of Israel that it serves as a model or metaphor for wider structures. The family's legacy, property, and status are included under the term. You can think of the house of David, for example, the dynasty of Judah's kings. And so a kingdom is spoken of as a household. So we see Jesus' parallel, the house, the divided kingdom. And it's not a happy parable. Images of divided families resonate with common human experience of pain and loss. As his entourage comes to seize him, and his own people's scribes attribute his authority to Beelzebul, Jesus' question appears pointed. Who are my mother and my brothers and sisters? Who is my house? Now, the parable of the divided kingdom and house is fairly clear. Internal division is fatal for flourishing. We find the archetypal splintering of family in the reading we've had from Genesis. The man said, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me from the fruit of the tree." So we see the beginning of that division. The family that should be together blames each other. Institutions that are divided are weak, and so they are open to attack. And here Jesus brings in the image of the strong man's house, at risk from a plunderer. But is Jesus encouraging the plundering, for which the strong man must be bound, taking the opportunity to despoil a household weakened by division? In this case, who is the strong man? And who are his household, whose property someone seeks to despoil? Some have suggested Jesus is the strong man that must be bound, the Word made flesh to be handed over, the Son of Man rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and killed. And Jesus said to them, "You will all become deserters, for it is written, 'I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered.'" The house's final division. Even his disciples reject him. Mark's gospel has a bleak tone. Particularly the Passion narrative finds the Christ enveloped in darkness and chaos. The divine seems to lose control of destiny, something alleged by Job, for example. The divine Christ is bound and despoiled into death. But is this the teaching, then? Jesus' house and his family plundered. If so, we see the problem of putting these together. In this case, then, crowded into Jesus' actual house, what would it mean to be called by this strong man soon to be bound to be his brother and sister and mother? Is our treasure in heaven at risk from the plunderer after all? Or rather, are his friends right that he is beside himself? St. Paul counsels us in this suffering world to look beyond to the eternal. For we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed, we have a building from God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. Well, this was Jesus' promise. In my Father's house, my Father's household, there are many rooms. We need to find a way through the different threads and images in this gospel passage. So notice what has been reflected here. A divine house with the Father, the Son of Man, bringing the Father's loving promise to the world, the counsel that the true Holy Spirit be recognized and cherished. Jesus makes his invitation into God's household, the Trinity. Jesus' Father is our Father, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ. Our inheritance is the Holy Spirit. By binding the strong man and leading him to the cross, the house of God is plundered, pouring out the Holy Spirit for the forgiveness of sins, because he willed it. For this reason, the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. God never loses control of destiny. Don't give up. Don't lose trust. In other words, don't blaspheme the Holy Spirit. Jesus' life reveals God's welcoming house, a house that is not divided, but united. A unity that calls all of us to abide in God's love, a love that has overcome the world.